Welcome back everybody to more Slay the Spire 2. Today I think we're going to play a little bit of this new character, the Necrobinder. We just unlocked him last time, and by last time, I mean I played a run on the Regent. My recording got corrupted. Unfortunately, we'll not be able to post that. So we're going to skip over that for now and play some Necrobinder. They're a Spireborn Lich who seeks revenge. It calls upon her trusty left hand Spoddse in combat. Starter relic is Bound Phylactery. At the start of your turn, summon one. No idea what that does yet. But I guess we'll see. Hogan Yao. Ooh. Start of Elite, you draw 2 additional cards, remove 1 card from your deck, or 2 random relics, extra strike and defend. I don't know exactly what Spoddse does here. I haven't taken Large Capsule before because I feel like the strike and defend is always too bad, but I do want to try that this time. Oh, we get Toxicite to start up with, and Mercury Hourglass. That's incredible. And that upgrades the defend, which is fun. Fun little interaction, I guess. Alright, so we talked Meow. Let's take a look. Where can we find elites? Later in the Act Bear, along with a lot of campfires, I like this path a lot. And I could always pivot away, I guess. I like this mid-act shop for removal, as well as an early campfire. And I'll path through an event. Oh! I haven't been to this area before. I am in wherever this is. I really wish they showed what area this was called. That's okay, though. Intends to attack for 8 damage. Spoddse absorbs all unblocked attack damage. Oh, that's really cool. So if I think I want to block though, just so Spoddse doesn't take a lot of damage. Because he's a little bit of damage and defense, I guess. Oh, and I upgrade him by 1 every time. So let's block, strike, and then summon. Oh, that's really cool. Necrobinder is pretty fun so far. And so this you should just block for me, right? Yeah, nice. Thank you, Spoddse. And Mercury Hourglass kills him. 9 damage and adds a soul to draw pile is pretty good. Poke is interesting. A 0 damage strike is always nice. I guess this just requires Spoddse to be alive, unless there's some synergies with giving Spoddse strength and not yourself. Brain Leech. Thunk. A sharp pain is felt atop your head and a thought stabs into your mind. Share knowledge. You're unsure how to proceed. I'm not sure how that manages to leech into me, considering I'm a skeleton. I could share knowledge and get a random card. That would be nice. I'm coming into a campfire soon. I don't really know what I want to upgrade. Let's take a look at these. Summon 7. Unleash is 9 damage. Yeah, neither of these are really incredible upgrades. Let's rip the leech off. I want to color this card. Retain if your hand is empty. Draw 3 cards and gain 3 energy. Ooh. That's interesting. I don't think I can play that ever. I think I'll take the Jack of all trades for now. This guy, Sea-Punk. Spoddse just dies here. Rest in peace. Oh, but he comes back. Okay. Let's pop Hidden Gem. Upgrades my strike. So I imagine if you get rid of this, Spoddse just doesn't exist. I wonder how that works. So we kill him. And we get some Doom. Dredge. Put 3 cards from your discard pile into your hand, and it exhausts. And it retains. That's really good. Negative pulse, gain block, apply 11 Doom. Also deals 7 damage. It's an additional time for each other time he has attacked this turn. Interesting. Oh, so that synergizes well with Poke. Okay, I think I'm going to take the negative pulse here. Doors of Light and Dark. A doorway existed where none existed moments before. You enter to find 2 shimmering doorways and a well-dressed doorman. Finally, a visitor. Please, please, choose a door, any door. Light door is upgrade 2 random cards, or I could remove a card. I think removing a card could be good. I have a lot of cards here that I do want to remove eventually. I think I'll remove one of my strikes. Upgrading 2 random cards could be good as well. But it doesn't do much until I remove. And I do have a desperate need for removal since I have 5 strikes, 5 defense. So I think I'll do that. Into the darkness. You see nothing, but this helps you think. You shed pointless thoughts. You're back in the Underdogs. How did you... Huh? Where am I? What the fuck? Alright, let's just upgrade a card here. I think Bodyguard might be nice. I'll upgrade that. Get Aussie a little stronger. Ooh. Heal or enchant a strike or defend with Spiral. Let's upgrade my upgraded defend already. Make this a 16 block for 1. That's fun. Thank you, Spiral. Unless these are fantastic. I imagine I just want to remove a card here. Yeah, none of them are particularly interesting. Jack of all trades plus could be fun. Especially with 2 of those. But I think removing a defense sort of has the same effect. Ooh, little eel guys. Toad poles. Pop a secret weapon for a strike. Throwing hatchet is pretty cool. I think I'll just kill you. End turn here. And then Throwing Hatchet comes back and I just kill. So Doom is interesting because it happens at the end of the enemy turn. So he should just die here after he attacks me though. Oh, that's a fun animation. Potion of Binding. 1 weak and vulnerable to all enemies is nice. That's, yeah. Okay. And Capture Spirit is incredible. 4 souls into your draw pile. And I imagine this bypasses block as it says it loses 4 HP rather than deals damage. We get a Van Brace. And we can upgrade something like a Poke. One more event, and we get a combat. We get a Calcified Cultist and a Toad Pole. I imagine we should kill this Cultist again. Well, I think we should just kill this Toad Pole, actually, just so he doesn't keep hitting me. And those bolas will scale well. Or not scale, but at least kill him pretty well. Let's pop a Negative Pulse, Poke, Bolas, Capture Spirit. And then hit Bolas, Bodyguard, Unleash. And we get a Swift Potion and a card. Pull Aggro is nice. Summon 5 and 9 block is incredible. I think just spamming Summon is going to be pretty helpful here. Let's go into our first elite. We get a Shulking Colony. Cannot lose more than 20 HP per turn. Let's bodyguard, defend, and then unleash. He gives us some dazes, so that's okay. If I capture Spirit, at the very least, that should counteract some of those dazes. Oh, they go to my discard pile, so it doesn't matter too much. Let's do a negative pulse. Poke. Strike. And then Aussie dies here. Unfortunate. Let's just draw through those dazed. And then I think just double striking him is probably the best here. He's dealing 18 damage. I think I could just get away with Panic Button in here, and then I'm curious if Doom bypasses Hardened Shell. Looks like it does. And we get a mango. Ooh, Devour Life is interesting. Especially the upgrade to Summon 2. Because we get a lot of these souls. Sure. Abyssal Baths. You discover a secluded chamber, steam rises from bubbling pools of hot liquid that shifts colors with hypnotic rhythm. Barnacled growths hang from the ceiling, dripping viscous fluid that hisses and writhes when it touches the surface. The air feels heavy, laden with salt and something unmistakably organic. As you approach the edge of the largest pool, the liquid ripples. The waters bubble more intensely, as if anticipating your entry. I could gain max HP and take damage, or heal. With the numbers here, I feel like this is going to be something where I can do it multiple times. I think I'll... If this is repetitive, I'll get down to 40 HP. Alright, let's see. So I can get quite a bit of max HP from this. And I'm not sure if I want to do this one more time, considering going to Elite. Though, we do have 2 decent potions. One more can't hurt. 96 max HP is quite nice. Though, this guy might kick my ass. He gets stunned when he reaches 70%, 70 health or below, though, so this should be okay. I think I'm going to negative pulse here, bodyguard, and then hit you with Osty. And did... Oh no, Osty's going to take a good chunk of damage here. So he's dealing 3 damage now. Let's use a Devour Life, Capture Spirit, Jack of all trades, into a Defend. Osty dies again. And now he's at 24. I wonder if we could kill you here. Just so you're not completely kicking my ass here. Poke you. This isn't the best. Though this defend does quite a bit. And then I think I will simply pull aggro here. The nice thing with Aussie is he sort of acts as a free barricade, which I do like. If I get this rolling boulder off here, I think this should just kill eventually. And the Terror Eel isn't scaling by that much. Hopefully I could take him out here. Or at least, Summon 5 makes this deal 14 damage. Not the best. Nine plus 8 is 17, plus 5. Though I think I will just capture Spirit here. See if I can take you out this turn. I'll pop an Entropy. Bodyguard. Pop another soul. Token Strike, so you're stunned. And Rolling Boulder does a good amount of damage. Let's transform a Strike into Deathbringer. 21 Doom is incredible. Sure. That should just kill you. Now I'm wishing that I had bathed in those pools a little longer. We get Tuning Fork. Every time we play 10 skills, gain 7 block. And we can choose a card. The Deathbringer Plus is also pretty nice. I will take this. Here I think we'll rest. Then we fight whatever this guy is. Waterfall Giant, intense use buff. I think what we'll do is simply Deathbringer and Devour Life. And then hopefully... Ooh, Steam Eruption. When killed, deal 15 damage at the end of your next turn. Oh, shit. Oh! That's an interesting mechanic. Let's double pull aggro and then strike you. And that number's just gonna keep going up. Ooh. Oh, that's terrifying. Let's poke you. Up Bodyguard and Jack of all trades. Flash of Steel. Negative Pulse. And I'll Capture Spirit. Pop some souls. Honestly, a Rolling Boulder here is probably the best play I can do. And then end my turn here. He heals up, and now he's dealing 24 damage with Steam Eruption, which is horrifying. That's a Negative Pulse, Bodyguard, Defend again. Poke, Flash of Steel, Capture Spirit, Unleash, and Strike. And Osty's going to take a good chunk of damage here. That Steam Eruption is genuinely horrifying. I don't know what I even want to draw here. Maybe a Poke. He's going to chunk Osty for a good amount of health. Let's Bodyguard and Deathbringer, I guess. And then poke you. Now he's dealing 36 damage when killed. Oh my god, that's horrifying. He's gonna heal again. Let's just Negative Pulse to double strike. And then he just dies. Has infinite HP. And then the Steam Eruption. I don't know what to do here. I wonder if damaging you does anything. I don't think it will. But let's try it anyways. Yeah, so damaging doesn't do anything but Steam Eruption. So let's just try to Bodyguard, I guess. And then he blows up for 39 damage. I think Necrobinder might genuinely be the perfect counter for this guy. Having such a high amount of permanent block using Osty. Yeah, Osty blows up and takes 5 damage. Cool. Okay, good to know. So, when fighting that guy, you just gotta kill him quick and have a block plan. Demesne. At the start of your turn, gain 1 energy and draw 1 additional card. Misery is also pretty good. And Soulstorm. 2 additional damage for every soul in your exhaust file. With Capture Spirit, that works pretty well. Though I feel like this is really useful as long as I can manage to get the energy to play this. Okay, if I upgrade this, it only costs 2, so it's not too hard to play. We get to the Hive, and we get the Dragon, which is one of my favorite ancients. This right path looks tempting. Has a shop there into an elite before finishing. And then if we go here, we can either go up this way for pretty healthy, or actually just up this way, I think. And probably just gamble on being pretty strong, since we do have a lot of max HP from the last act. I could also go this left path if I'm feeling kind of scared, but I don't think I will. Pale. Give me something. Pale's Tooth, remove 5 cards from your deck. After each combat, randomly add 1 back upgraded. Ooh, that's a really interesting card, because you either want to remove a bunch of bad cards, and then slowly get them back, or remove some of your fine, okay cards, and then get them back, but stronger. Use those as free upgrades. That might actually end up working really well with this card, because this is sort of worthless, unupgraded. The first time each combat you end your turn without playing cards, exhaust your hand and take an extra turn. Oh, that's really interesting if you draw into only strikes and defends. Or just add 2 relaxes. Gives you 15 block, and next turn gives you 2 cards and extra energy. I think the Tooth seems really interesting. I mean, these relaxes are fun, but I feel like 15 block isn't enough. Give me this. Take back these 2 rare cards, which I'm hardly using. And then maybe a strike, a defend, and a defend. Definitely gonna play the defense more. So now I am tempted to take this left path, but I should be okay with going this right path. It's nice that I got that too, since this is pretty campfire light, only having 1 campfire. Alright, so we have a 13 card deck now. Hopefully this works okay. I think, not sure if I want to pull aggro and then unleash, or if I want to just negative pulse. Pull aggro, unleash is probably the best I can do here. Or pull aggro... Yeah, unleash is just better here. Give me a Jack of all trades. We got a Shockwave. Shockwave is colorless now. That's interesting. Capture Spirit. I wonder if Vulnerable applies to Capture Spirit, since lose HP isn't damage. I can't imagine it would be. He burrows and is going to deal 23 damage. Stunned if all block is removed. Okay. Let's double defend here. Pop a negative pulse. Pop another soul, poke you, and strike you. I think another Capture Spirit might be nice. Well, also, unleashing here would just stun him. Let's Bodyguard Unleash. Now he's going to deal a tiny bit of damage. I am curious, I do want to see if Shockwave does anything about Shockwave does anything to Capture Spirit. I doubt it will. Yeah, just 4 damage. Okay, nice to see. Let's just negative pulse and kill him with Doom. Get a little bit of gold. Another Swift Potion. We have no shortage of card draw with this deck. And then... Another Reeve might not be bad. Or a Reeve might not be terrible here. We need some more damage. Let's take this. And then, I'm not sure what got added back to my deck. We got the Strike back. Nice to see. Oh, these guys are fun. We got a Bullbug and a Bullbug with Rock and Egg types. Negative Pulse here. Let's just... Cleave, or review, and then we just defend here. We're gonna take a tiny bit of damage, and then you die. Now you're stunned, so I should be able to just bodyguard, poke, strike, strike, and then kill you next turn. And we get Demesne back. And a skill potion. I have to pull aggro, wouldn't be terrible. Let's get rid of a Swift Potion. We're not using these. We don't need card draw. Zenweaver. Hello. I would love for you to remove some cards from my deck. I'm not going to a shop anytime soon, right? Enlightenments might not be bad either. Especially if those will be upgraded. And I have so much to draw. These Enlightenments might actually be incredible. Slippery Bridge. We either lose pull aggro or hold on. Losing an Enlightenment might not be the worst thing ever. We already have one. Sure. Here, let's upgrade... Let me just upgrade a Reeve for 11 damage, or Unleash. Probably Unleash. I'm always playing Unleash. And we get a shop here. Lantern could be nice. Blood Vial could also be nice. Abacus here is actually pretty interesting. Shared Fate's also pretty good. I don't think I particularly need strength. Oh my god. It's the Necrobinder Claw. Deal 10 damage, double the damage all hand cards deal to this enemy. A rare claw is interesting. I guess this is more like pressure points, though. Defy is good. Finesse is also good. Do I want a Lantern or Finesse and a Remove, though? That or Abacus? I could just take Abacus here. How's my block plan? My block plan is decent. Lantern does help with getting off something like Demesne. Like, if I get that as well as something like Pull Aggro, that might work really well. But the Finesse is also really good for that. And then a Removal is probably better for my deck in the long run. Let's take Finesse and then remove a Strike. Or maybe remove a Defend. I'm not sure how good our damage plan is here. Though I do have an upgraded Strike that I'm probably going to play anyways. Let's just proceed and fight an elite. We got this guy, probably the easiest elite in the game, Infested Prison. Though, unfortunately, I wonder if I didn't draw into any of my good cards here. We're probably going to get a potion soon, so let's pop the skill potion. Eidolon seems awful. Exhaust your hand if 9 cards were exhausted, gain 1 intangible. Not the most useful. I suppose we could use Grave Warden here. This will allow us to pop Grave Warden, as well as this. And then just pop Reeve, and then a Strike, perhaps. But now, we're pretty strong, getting basically 5 energy every turn. Let's pop Finesse, Bodyguard. Having a 1-cost pull aggro is pretty good. But having that as well as having 2 pull aggros upgraded would be a little better, I think. So let's hold off on using that. Hit Capture the Spirit. Use the souls. Hopefully, we can draw into our Enlightenment here. Doesn't look like it. Unfortunate. Let's pop Captured Spirit as well as maybe a Shockwave. Aussie takes a little bit of damage here. Let's just use this to get that out of the way, as well as a Grave Warden. Okay, and then Enlightenment gets off the reduction to all my 2-cost cards here. So now we could pop Deathbringer, Poke, pull aggro twice. Negative Pulse. Unleash here. Grave Warden, Bodyguard, and then a Defend. And so this fight is basically going to play itself here at this point. Yeah, and Doom just kills him. Very easy elite. And we get Happy Flower. Parse could be good. Flatten might be pretty nice. 4 more damage. Works well with Enlighten as well. And we get Eternal Feather for some healing. The Obscura. It intends to summon monsters. I don't think I've fought this guy before, but he's in normal combat, so it should be easy enough. Let's use Stratagem here. That sounds fantastic. I think just a Reeve and a Strike is the play here. Whoa, what is that? When this dies, it revives next turn at full HP. Whoa, dude, don't do that. I'd love to use this, but it doesn't look like I'll be able to. I think Aussie just dies here. Let's use some souls here. Oh, and I get to add in a card to my hand. I think I'll add in Deathbringer here. Yes. Flash of Steel, you. Use a soul. Use Enlightenment. And then I can poke. Make this cost 0. And now I can use Pull Aggro twice. Or Pull Aggro and a Bodyguard as well as that. And then I can Unleash you. Nice, good fight. We got Devour Life back, which is fun. We're getting even more souls, so that's even stronger now. Strength potion is fine. A Wisp plus is interesting. Haunt is awesome. Random enemy loses HP. That's so strong. Yeah, give me the Haunt. Now we fight this guy again. Hopefully my... Honestly, my deck doesn't poke him too much directly, so this should be fine. Though he is dealing 21 damage right off the start, so I think I'll poke you. I don't know why I did that. Use that, and then pull aggro. Should fully block. Okay, I can finesse, pop Haunt, Devour Life, and pull aggro again. So now I'm pretty strong. Personal Hive times 2 is kind of terrifying. Though hopefully it shouldn't do too much against me. Enlightenment here is good. We can pop Mayhem, Deathbringer, use a Soul. I should have used Soul originally, so I could have used Flatten maybe. We can double play this defend, and then use Bodyguard and one more defend. And hopefully I'll be able to kill him using Doom. So that pops Reeve. We get a Soul. Finesse. Maybe just pull aggro twice. Aussie gets pretty jacked now. And then Unleash gets played automatically. And this should just kill him now. And we get the Courier back. Shared Fate is fun. Dirge Plus is also pretty interesting. Because I don't do a whole lot of damage. Aussie's dealing the damage here. Shared Fate is good. I'll take that. Oh. Deathbringer plus negative pulse here. Straight up just kills these guys. I'll summon a little bit. So you are just dead. And they're now both just dead. Thank you, Doom. That works incredibly well against these lower HP multi-enemy combats. Ooh, I like Spur. Healing Austie is pretty nice, because he's taking a lot of damage. Honestly, a massive strategy looks incredible here. So does Automation. Momentum could also be fun. Though it's probably looking like a massive strategy into a removal of a strike. And then just one more elite. I saw Frost Prime fighting this guy before. Reattach. If other segments are still alive, revives in 2 turns with 25 HP. Oh, so this guy's sort of like the, those blobby guys in Act 3 in Slay the Spire 1. I will simply Shared Fate on... Oh, this is scary. Shared Fate you. And then, let's actually use a Swift Potion. We get a Defend off and Deathbringer, and we get to poke. Nice. Pop Jack of all trades into finesse, and then Enlightenment, please. Let's try to flatten the middle guy. Pull aggro, and then spur and defend. It's nice that Purity has Retain now. Very interesting. Let's use the Capture Spirit first into Master the Strategy. And then Negative Pulse should just kill everyone here. Or just about everyone. If I do this, I'm not taking damage, right? Do I know how to count? It doesn't look like it. Oops. I don't know how to count. And these guys are going to deal a little bit of damage to me. But we do get a Petrified Toad. At the start of each combat, procure a potion-shaped rock, which just deals 15 damage. Oh, that's so cool. Let's get rid of this Potion of Binding. Add a card. No Escape Plus. Apply 15 Doom plus an additional 5 Doom for every 10 Doom already on this enemy. I like that. That's going to do so much damage. As well as a Petrified Toad. It does feel like some of these Doom cards are a little overtuned. So I'm not sure if that's just me high rolling or me being on Ascension 0. Let's use Haunt. Upgrading Haunt seems nice here. And then we fight this guy, the Insatiable. This honestly seems like such an easy fight. Let's Reeve. And then maybe just Strike, no escape. And then use a Prolong. He gives me some frantic escapes. And then I think we could just do some of this. I didn't realize he's attacking. Aussie's going to die. Let's use a Block Potion. I also have a Potion-shaped rock. Let's share Fate. There. Pop this and a block, I believe. Taking a little bit of damage is fine. He's going to eat me soon, which isn't good. So hopefully I can get that Enlightenment off, along with this pull aggro. There's a good chance I draw into it here. And we do get the Enlightenment off. I wonder if using this will lower the cost of Flatten permanently. And I should have used Soul, so I can hopefully draw into the second pull aggro. But let's Flatten you, and then pull aggro, and then Frantic Escape twice. I'm getting a little too close for comfort. He gets a little bit of strength, that's okay. He still has negative strength. Let's use Spur. And then maybe just a Deathbringer and no escape. And an Unleash. Aussie takes a little bit of damage, that's okay. Creature Spirit. Or, Capture Spirit. Popular Defend. Frantic Escape. And then Escape again. 27 damage now. But we can use our Replaying Defend here, and pull aggro. And now he shouldn't be too much of a threat. I'm also just going to deal a ton of damage here by using Souls. And then let's just Unleash here. And he's almost dead. The next time I use No Escape should kill him. That or he does not die this time, unfortunately. He has 1 HP. And Doom should just kill him here. Reperform. Whenever attacks deal damage, they also apply that much of Doom. That's not too useful here. Neither is the Scythe. I don't care too much about dealing damage. Well, actually, This permanently increases without having to be fatal. I'm glad they removed a lot of the fatal things. Some of those metagame cards are not as fun to play around. Spirit of Ash, whenever you play an ethereal card, gain 4 block. I don't have any. None of these cards are that good for me. I guess Unleash does a lot of doom. And retaining it means it's fine. It's not going to mess up my draw. I do already have a good amount of cards, though, in this deck. And I don't think I need this to win. Though, to be fair, I also have Enlightenment. That makes this a pretty easy take. I also realized I forgot to take the Strength Potion. This left path looks pretty good. I'm just going to go here to the events. Maybe get this, or if I'm feeling strong, go here. And then if not, I think just taking this easy path into this guy is good. I have no idea who this is. Test subject. Oh, that's Test Subject. I think I could beat Test Subject. I think Osti scaling should be able to take him out. I'm thinking of also pivoting after here to this shop because of Courier, rather than going through these triple events, which will be interesting. So, probably not that. First off, we gotta find Vaku. Ooh, this guy's interesting. Remove 5 cards from your deck, but adds Folly, which is just an unplayable curse. Fiddle seems like it ruins my deck. At the start of each combat, put a random power from your draw pile into your hand. It's free to play. I think that's just the best here. Starting with a free power. My powers aren't great, but it has no negative. Preserved Fog also might be good. If we could get rid of a defend. Though everything I have is pretty good. Defend, strike, defend, defend. I don't know what I want to remove, really. Especially with that being innate. That's kind of scary. I think the Jeweled Mask is the best. Vaku definitely needs some buffs to just things. Let me get another potion-shaped rock. I love these things. Let's throw these. Oh, this is a power. I forgot about that. That's so good. Yes, please. Let's also capture Spirit and then cry about not having any block. No escape already, doing 15 doom for 1 energy is pretty crazy. Let's use Haunt and no escape. And then just take a million damage here. Pop Shared Fate on you, so you stop hitting me. And then we can use Enlightenment here. So we can just spam full aggro. And then... Actually, Deathbringer just kills here. I think that's more fun. Watching them just sink into the ground is so satisfying. I'll ignore the Flex Potion. Another Capture Spirit is pretty fun. I like that. Potion Courier. Procure 3 Foul Potions. Can be thrown at the merchant for 100 gold instead. Huh. That's interesting. I'm not going to the merchant anytime soon. But with Courier, that could be interesting. Let's just take an Uncommon Potion, I think. I feel bad about it. I do wish I could take these to the merchant. I think ransacking him for Fortifier is better. Oh, this guy's an easy fight. And we get a Reaper form right off the bat. Plus this. Plus this. We just get all of our powers off. I don't know if Shared Fate is the best here. Let's simply use this. Hit this. I think I do need to do that. And then let's just block. This guy does actually sort of counter me. I don't do a whole lot, if anything. I don't do a whole lot of damage. I tend to scale pretty slow, too. So this is a little scary. Though we have insane amounts of draw. And then let's just take the Unleash here. Pop, capture Spirit, pull aggro again. And then this into flatten you. And then let's see if we can just... He's already dead. I just want to see the Aussie damage. Nice. And we get... I don't really care about any of these. Heart of Iron might be nice. Better than a Strength Potion. I'm doing nothing with Strength. Alright. Let's throw this Potion-shaped rock out. Pop Finesse. This. And then I think I'm just going to Reeve here. I don't have a whole lot of stuff I need to do. No point drawing cards that I can't play. Let's pull aggro. Spur. And just defend and... Honestly, no escape is better. Aussie doesn't die, but he's also quite weak right now. Let's use a Shared Fate. Poke you, negative pulse you, strike you. He gets a little bit of strength back. Let's use a Haunt, capture Spirit. And then... I don't know what to do here. Bodyguard for blocking 7. Or Deathbringer to attack and weaken him. I think if he's scaling, I definitely want to use Deathbringer here. Aussie dies. That's okay. Let's Jack of all trades. Impatience. I do think that there's definitely going to be a card I unlock that gives me block every time I pop a soul, which is something that I definitely want. The spamming souls for damage, it does seem pretty good. Like, this is already incredible. Let me just use a... How many attacks do I even have? So I can pop Impatience. I have 2 strikes. Maybe just use that, and then I no escape here already. Oh, and he just dies from no escape. That thing applied like 35 doom to him. Good fight. Beat a Cure-All. I like that. Next turn, summon 3 and gain 3 energy. Interesting. I like Defy. Some weak is helpful. Though I think I will just skip here. Go next. Oh, and I need to use some of these potions. Let's use a Heart of Iron. And we get some Axe Bots. When killed, a new Axe Bot is summoned in its place. So there's 3 of these guys. Oh, that's less fun. The Gambit is horrible. Mind Blast is fine. Let's just use a double defend. Capture Spirit, Bodyguard, and then go next. These guys are pretty weak. I'm not too worried unless they start stacking crazy amounts of debuffs on me. I don't think there's much point Shared Fating anyone though, because I will just be spawning a new one after. Aussie takes a little bit of damage, that's okay. So I'm getting frail and weak. So their debuffs are pretty weak. Ooh, finally get the Haunt off, so now we just spam souls for damage. Then poke you. Pop a Massive Strategy as well as a Flame. Pop a Finesse. We can Enlightenment, use Reaper Form, use Soul. Kill that guy in the back. And just get started on flattening you guys. I wonder if sinking them both will prevent stock from kicking in. No. It does not. Okay. For a second I thought stock would be shared between the two. It turns out it is not. Regardless, these guys do seem like a pretty easy fight. End the turn here. This guy on the left should die this turn. And hopefully I can kill the one on the right as well. Let's capture Spirit here, pop a Finesse, start spamming souls. Capture Spirit again, negative Pulse again, use Bodyguard one more time, and then just end turn. One last guy left. Let's just Unleash to kill. Good fight. Apply Doom to yourself is interesting. Gain 2 energy. That's kind of nice. I don't know if we need too much more energy. No, that is good. I do think I will actually start taking on these elites. That sounds more fun. We get the triple knights. We could throw a rock at one of them. We get the Reaper Form right away, which is incredible. And then let's just Haunt and pull aggro. Aussie lives here with low health. Now I am nerfed. I like the idea of shared fading you. Then popping a Cure-All potion maybe to use Enlightenment into Deathbringer. And then we can just, capture Spirit, pop a double defend, and use a no escape on you. Next turn, I will hopefully kill the Magic Knight. And now everything is unupgraded. That's horrifying. Let's pop Spur, spam some souls. Pop Borrowed Time. Unupgraded, which is a little sad. We'll lose the defend. I want to use Capture Spirit here. I would love to kill this guy here. Honestly, using all my potions here doesn't seem like the worst idea. But I think I could save it. Let's just Bodyguard and pull aggro. And then this guy on the right dies, and then the other guys should fall pretty soon after. So you die. You're dealing 9 damage. That's okay. Let's Jack of all trades. Negative Pulse here. There we go. And we're so back. And they're all dead. Good fight. We get a Dex Potion. And then add a card. Whenever you draw an ethereal card, draw 1 card. I don't have any ethereal cards. I have 1. 1 card. Bone Shards kills Aussie, that's awful. Let's just skip that, and then take the Warpaint, which just upgrades 1 defend. What a great elite combat. We get Sturdy Clamp up to 10 block persists across turns. That works really well. And that makes Fortifier a lot more useful. So I do think I will take this elite on. Soul Nexus, if I remember correctly, was just a pretty difficult, strong guy. Nothing particularly scary. We could Reaper Form, Haunt, pull aggro, and then pop no escape. This is gonna kill Asti, but I'm not gonna take damage, so that's okay. Let's double defend, Reave, defend, defend again. He's gonna debuff me a little. Now he's gonna deal 43 damage. Love to see it. Let's pop this. Spur, capture spirit, and then just triple my block. And then let's throw a rock at you just because. I take a good amount of damage, and now he's dealing 27. I think a shared fate might help you. Poke you, pop soul again. Pop soul again. Pop soul again. Jack of all trades, please. Use a finesse. Use a master strategy. Soul, soul. More soul. More soul. Bard time. Reeve. Let's use... We could use this now. Then I like negative pulse here. Aussie takes 1 damage, that's okay. Now he deals 39 damage. I will choose to capture spirit, spur, block, and hit you. Aussie gets chunked, that's okay. Now deals 22, and wants to debuff me again. Let's use a capture spirit, soul. I don't know what I just played on accident. Pull aggro. This, poke, soul, soul, soul. Just use a ton of souls. And he just dies from that, I think. Oh, he doesn't. Let's pop no escape to apply 45 doom for free. And just kill you. Good fight. We got a regal pillow. Grave Warden's interesting. I think I will end up just taking the Grave Warden. The Soul Plus is nice. Think of time. Let's create a card. Would love to make a skill. Oh, this is awesome. Give me block and 2 energy. Nice. And it's innate now because of the upgrade. I'm down to fight another elite. We get the Mecha Knight. Let's use Reperform. I imagine Doom counts as a debuff, and I proc Doom quite a bit, so should be fine. Oh, this is going to be so much UV. This might be the greatest start ever, if I can just keep getting more souls. Poppy Enlightenment on this. He plans to give me some statuses. I think that's okay, though. My deck is chock full of souls now. 4 burns is okay. The only bad thing about that now, though, is that they do clutter my hand. Let's just apply some Doom on you. And then pop the Jack of all trades and exhaust some of these. Beautiful. I think Shared Fate is fine to play here, as well as popping some souls. I guess this is sort of giving me some block every time I pop a soul, because it's buffing Asti. I want to deal a little more Doom. Let's unleash here, and then... No escape will actually just kill you. So that works out. Good fight. Heart of Iron and a Pantograph. And we get another Borrowed Time. I do like that. Oh, there it is. Whenever you apply Doom, gain 2 block. That's interesting. That's not a whole lot of block, though. Enfeebling Touch might be nice. Let's take another Borrowed Time, though. Go up here. And then this guy's interesting. Powers are afflicted with the Galvanize. Terrifying. Let's use Mad Science here, just so I can block some of that Galvanize. Pop Shared Fate, as well as pull aggro and unleash. And a defend. 3 damage is fine. Finesse, and Poke, and Deathbringer. Now I can flatten you. Negative Pulse you, Jack of all trades. Pop a Mind Blast, might as well. This guy doesn't do a whole lot of damage, I'm realizing. Let's pop some Doom on you. You have 67 Doom. Can I somehow kill you this turn? I should be able to. I might not be able to. But he definitely dies next turn. He really doesn't deal a lot of damage. So that was a really easy fight. We get a skill potion. I'm going to ignore that. End of days. Apply 37 Doom to all enemies. Kill enemies with at least as much Doom as HP. So that kills things early. I don't think I need that, considering I'm just going into the boss. That would be good earlier, but I think I'm okay. Let's take a skill potion instead of the rock, though. And we get to the merchant. Let's remove a strike. Honestly, a Purity Plus might not be the worst thing ever. I can't recall if this guy here, if you apply statuses. Maybe just a toolbox could be good. Or a rolling boulder. Sure, the rolling boulder sounds fun. And we could take the toolbox still. Nice to see. We get healed up pretty good amount. Can we upgrade anything here? Rolling boulders, whatever. None of these upgrades are that good. I think we just want to rest. Get to full health. And then fight the final combat of the run. This guy. Getting a second rolling boulder is awesome. Let's pop Mad Science here. And then use that rolling boulder, capture spirit, devour life. And that rolling boulder should just scale and kill him. Oops, I should play that first. Let's use Borrowed Time, so I can Master of Strategy here, pop a soul, poke, and then flatten you, and then spam a couple defends. Let's use Borrowed Time to get a little stronger. Don't think I played that perfectly. That's okay, though. Oh, you are dealing so much damage. Right, I've been spamming souls. That's okay. These kill you. And then I can use... I guess I could just use these, pop these, and then heal up Asti before the next guy comes. Painful stabs. I'm not too worried. I don't think I'm going to take damage to you. Let's pop the Heart of Iron anyways, and the Dex Pot, and the Skill Potion. Undeath is interesting. That's a blocked version of Anger. I like Dredge, though. Let's pop Production, use more souls. Borrowed Time, use that. Pop Deathbringer Plus and No Escape. Use Dredge to bring these back. As well as Prolong, I think. Deathbringer, No Escape. And then maybe just Unleash would be good. Because you'll now die at the end of your turn here. Now it comes back. It's interesting that Doom actually counts as killing them at the start of the next turn. I guess we'll just upgrade Spoddse a little bit. Now he's intangible. I think Doom bypasses though pretty easily. I was just checking if any of these were the ones that repeat. Doesn't look like it. Oh, I should have popped Capture Spirit first. Looks like a full block using Spoddse. And he should die using Doom. I can't imagine Intangible bypasses Doom. Yeah, he should die here. Good run. Architect, you killed my parents, you killed my friend, you killed my life. And now, I will kill you. Continue. Good damage, good damage. He dealt 1240 damage to the Architect, but it wasn't enough. I've dealt a total of 5,000 damage. He still stands despite taking 11 billion damage from all who have faced him. Continue. Cool. I think those unlocks remaining are just by all characters total. Chapter 3, The Architect. Too many beasts of imagination began to populate Prion, and things aren't simple and fun anymore. The creatures didn't make sense. The monsters don't follow logic. Maybe there needs to be one who can create, destroy, and control this mess. An entity with its own imagination and will. Let's imagine such a being. We get Eternal Armor, Jackpot, and Prep Time. Cool. 4 more. The 12 beat Act 1 with a Necrobinder. Who is worthy to enter the Exalted Spire? The capital gathers the most brilliant, formidable, and courageous from all the lands. 12 explorers formed an expedition and advanced inside to make history. None made it back. Really liking the character designs in the back here. Love the guy with the big drill, the hand drill. We unlock Scourge, Oblivion, and Countdown. Booting up. We finally unlock the Defect. The Defect reboots, surrounded by a wreckage of molten metal ash and thousands of dead bugs. Data log, corrupt. Its core barely held together, limbs barely responsive. The Defect scavenges broken panels and pieces from other constructs to patch itself together. Oh my god, this is so cool. We finally unlocked the Defect. Futility. We beat Act 2 with the Necrobinder. Incident report. Accidentally entered a conflict between a boulder-throwing individual and flying automatons. Jacked for Groots, the fighter, crushed by a boulder. Jose Paxo fell in a hole. Big Ed was shot to death. Garbo Dobie touched the grass. And Tammy Monda's whereabouts unknown. We unlock the Bone Flute. Whenever Spoddse attacks, gain 2 block. A Funerary Mask at the start of each combat. Add 3 souls to your draw pile. And Book Repair Knife. Whenever a non-minion enemy dies to Doom, heal 3 HP. Interesting. Spireborn. Beat Act 3 with a Necrobinder to reveal this. I do like how beating a run sort of just unlocks their backstory. We were meant to survey the preliminary floors, but it proved nothing like we expected. Such wondrous wildlife, curious artifacts, and even wandering traders. From whence have these marvels arrived? Our team seems intent on hoarding riches, but at least my enthusiasm is shared by Giovan. We've fallen madly in love, and soon shall welcome a child into our lives. I wonder if that's where the Necrobinder is from. I guess that is, given that they're sort of highlighted in this pink. We unlock Potion of Doom for 33 Doom. Pot of Ghouls, add 2 souls into your hand. Or Bone Brew, summon 15. That is so cool. These potions look really good. The Necrobinder transcends mortality. Ascensions are available when starting a run. Cool. So it doesn't look like Act 4 is available at the start of the game. I guess that makes sense before full release. Alright. Well, that is going to be it for today. Thank you for watching. Bye-bye.